Buckeye Nation, what's poppin'? Crazy Dog coming at you on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel. And well, it's now officially the off season in college football, which means, as far as this channel goes, you're not going to really be seeing much from me on this channel over the next few months, as there's really going to be nothing to talk about. The transfer portal has essentially closed for everybody, now including Ohio State and Notre Dame. Now, I will be doing videos for high school and even the occasional transfer portal commit if we do have any more of those, because you do have the spring portal coming up, and we'll see what Ohio State does there. But yeah, as far as right now, I don't expect too much more out of the transfer portal for the Buckeyes. But of course, when you look at the high school side of things, I expect business to really pick up for the Buckeyes, especially coming off that national championship run, because I know those kids watching that team out there, they were impressed. Oh, you know it for sure. I was actually kind of surprised we haven't gotten any booms since the national championship. I was expecting at least one or two, but no, it's been kind of quiet. Now, tomorrow is the official Ohio State National Championship celebration ceremony, so we might see a couple commitments after that. But yeah, so actually, with that being said, let's take a look and see what high school kids will be in attendance at the celebration. As starting it off, you have running back Favor Aki, offensive lineman Max Riley, Adam Guthrie, and Mason Wilhelm, who is a legacy offer. I believe his dad played for Ohio State. So there's that. Linebacker CJ Sana. Of course, you have Ohio State commit cornerback Jacob Weatherspoon. And then safety Caden Gephardt. Now, I'm sure there could be more names added, but very interesting start to the list, right? Yeah. I mean, I could see some of these kids committing right after the celebration. Heck, we might see some kids commit at the celebration. Now, you know what else I would love to see at the celebration tomorrow? I would love to see Jim Knowles walk up to the podium and essentially do like what they did in Wolf of Wall Street, right? Grab the microphone, stare at all the people in attendance, and just go, I'm not leaving. I'm freaking leaving. Because, yeah, there's been a lot of talk about Jim Knowles possibly going elsewhere, like Oklahoma and Penn State. I think even Notre Dame has put their hat in the ring. But as you see from the tweet from Joey Kaufman, who writes for the Columbus Dispatch, he had this to say on Twitter, and I quote, Ohio State has offered a new deal to Jim Knowles that could make him the nation's highest paid defensive coordinator. So yeah, you know what to do, Jimmy. Stay here. Another one. There's only one thing left to do. Repeat. Go win another one, right? Go back to back on it. Yeah. Start a damn dynasty. I mean, why would Jim Knowles want to leave Ohio State, where he just won a natty, and he's got a defense that is going to be armed to the teeth yet again, and go to freaking Oklahoma or Penn State? Why would you leave here to go there? I think Oklahoma would make sense because of family reasons, but Penn State? Penn State next year, don't we? Yeah, Jim, that'd be a great idea. Yeah, leave Ohio State to go play or go coach a team that plays Ohio State next year. Yeah, that'd be great. Having a game plan against Jeremiah? Yeah, I'd rather just watch him in practice than have to game plan against him. Yeah, right. But I'm sure he's gonna stay. Now, some other things that came out over the last 24 or so hours. We had a couple college decisions, when it comes to going pro or not. And three kids. Yeah, we had three players that we were watching when it came to their decision whether they stay in college or go pro. The first one was Quinshawn Judkins. And as you'd expect, he's going pro. And I salute him for that. Now, some people are going to say, oh, Ohio State is so cooked at running back next year. Oh, are we? I mean, I'm looking at our depth chart as of right now, and it's pretty set at running back next year. You have CJ Donaldson, who transferred over from West Virginia. You have James Peoples, who ain't no slouch. You have Anthony Turbo Rogers, who they flipped from Alabama. You have TC Caffey, who I believe was like a walk-on, but he's been injured the last couple years. You have Isaiah West too. Don't sleep on him. So yeah, running back room is quite solid, mind you. We're doing just fine at running back, right? Now the next name that came out was Mr. Grab Everything himself, Davison Igbinosun. And Pete Thamel essentially broke the news saying that Davison is coming back. So good for that, right? Good for him. He needs to come back. There was no way he was going to go high in the draft with his tendency to hold and grab, right? If you watched my Ohio State streams this year on the main channel, you know my nickname for him. I grab a son. Yeah. He be getting grabby out there. Yep. Now, looking at our secondary next year with Davison coming back, you got Jermaine Matthews. You got, of course, Caleb Downs. Yes, this is the Caleb Downs jersey. And by the way, I just realized this jersey doesn't have the Big Ten patch on it. Oh, well. Oh, well, it is what it is. But yeah, Caleb Downs, Davison, and then we'll see who gets the nickelback spot. Right now, this site has Lorenzo Styles as our nickelback. Okay. In terms of other names that could pop in, of course, Devin Sanchez, Aaron Scott. You have Bryce West, Lockhart even, right? Maybe some other guys pop in there. But yeah, we'll see what they do at corner. That's going to be a fun position to keep an eye on during the offseason, right? We'll see if any other names come out of nowhere. Because I know there's some other ones too to keep an eye out for, especially in the upcoming freshman class. We'll see what happens there. And then we do have one guy coming back as well that Buckeye fans were actually kind of shocked. I mean, with how he played this year, we were sure he was leaving. But Sonny Styles is coming back too. Yeah, so our linebacking core is going to be even better next year. Yeah. And looking at what our linebacking core looks like with Sonny back, you got Sonny, of course, Arvell Reese, CJ Hicks. We'll see what they do with him. I heard rumblings he could move to edge rusher to get him more reps. Peyton Pierce, Riley Pettijohn, TJ Alford, Garrett Stover, the brother of, Farmer Gronk, Cade, of course. Gotta have another Stover. But yeah, our linebacking core is, again, going to be just fine. We also have Ty Howard, I believe, too. Transfer from, was it Duquesne? The brother of Bo Jackson. That's another name at running back. Bo Jackson. Jackson. No. So many names at running back. It's so easy to forget a guy. Yeah, we have his brother, too. Ty Howard, our linebacker, coming in from Duquesne. See what he does. So, I think we're just fine at some of these positions. Now, looking at the other positions on the team, of course, quarterback, Julian Sayen's going to be the guy, most likely. Barring, a surge from Lincoln Keenholes or, someone else comes in, because I'm sure they're going to go after a quarterback in the portal. It won't be a guy like Will Howard. I don't think we're going to bring in a guy who's going to start next year. They're going to go with Julian Sayen. That's my guess. Running back, I just went through. Tight end, Max Clare, only one of the top transfer portal tight ends out there. And we literally entered his sweepstakes late and still got him. That's freaking awesome. Will Kasmerick, Jelani Thurman, Bennett Christian. Wide receiver, people are going to be interested to see what happens at receiver. Of course, Jeremiah Smith, who last I saw was offered like $4.5 million to transfer. And he's like, I'm staying right here. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Same with Cornell Tate. It's actually a lot of talk of Carnell leaving, but he ain't going nowhere either. Then you have Brendan Ennis, Mylan Graham. I'm really interested to see what Mylan Graham does next year because, again, I think he redshirted, so see what he does next year. Bryson Rogers, Quincy Porter, and I'm sure, again, more names will pop up, right? I know there's two kids who played at the same school in DePaul, New Jersey. They're national champs. They're state champs. Deshaun Stewart and Desi Jones. I want to see what those two do at their positions. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten those two mixed up. Right? I say one's a corner and the other one's a receiver. Literally committed at around the same time too. I want to see what those two guys do. But yeah, there's gonna be some fun position battles in the spring. But of course, the one I'm really excited for, offensive line. Because right now, we are slated to have two new starters at tackle. Ethan Onyanwa and Philip Daniels. And then, of course, they brought in, I think, one other one as well. You have, of course, Tegra coming back, Carson. You have Luke at left guard right now. And there will be many, many more added. Of course, you have the incoming freshman class as well. In fact, let's actually take a look at our transfer portal class and tell you guys who I think will make an impact of all the guys we got coming in the portal class. So we look 2025. I'm doing this right now. Yeah. All right, let's go down. All right, so I'm looking at our class. Yeah, it's a very solid class. And by the way, I forgot to mention too, Jordan Woods corner. We might see some of him every once in a while. I don't know how much of him we're going to see though. Eli Lee at linebacker, Jake Cook, offensive lineman. Yeah, Deshaun Stewart's the safety. Desi Jones is the receiver. Yep, Trajan Odom, defensive lineman. Jarquez Carter, Philip Bell at receiver. Epi Satanali at edge rusher. Nate Roberts, tight end. Yeah, there are some absolute studs in our recruiting class coming in. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch. Right? I'm excited to see what these guys will do. Right? So, that's pretty much all I got to talk about there. And is there anything else? Oh, yeah, one more thing. We did have another player enter the transfer portal. And, yeah, Hero Canoe entered the transfer portal yesterday. Shocked me. I was expecting him to be a key contributor. But, he wanted to go and probably, get more reps or start or something. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's money related. I don't know. But I honestly thought he was going to be a key contributor up front for us next year. Because you look at our D line heading into next season, it's a star studded group. It's a good group. Caden Curry, Caden McDonald, Edric Houston. I think that's a big reason why he left. Edric Houston, Tyrone Malone, and then of course you have Trajan Odom and the other guys coming in too. Jarquez Carter. Keep an eye on those two heading in the sprint. Jarquez and Zion. And of course, Trajan Odom too. But yeah, there's some absolute dogs in that D-line unit. Oh my God. Kenyatta Jackson. I know a lot of people were talking about him possibly transferring, but no, he stuck around, and look at that, he's a champion, right? Logan George came in the transfer portal. You also have guys like Josh Mickens, Dominic Kirks, Eric Menza, Will Smith Jr., another legacy kid. His dad played for Ohio State. Yep, Jason Moore. Yeah, absolutely loaded group up front. So yeah, it sucks that Hero Canoe didn't want to stick around. But yeah, he is a redshirt junior, so he only has what, really 2 years guaranteed left. And he wants to, I guess, improve. So he wants to start. Okay, cool. Wish him the best of luck wherever he ends up. But that's just the way it is now. So, what can you do? But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. And as far as what this channel will be doing this off season, I'm essentially going into off season mode on this channel. Pretty much not posting much. All you're really going to see from this channel from now until August, or maybe until spring, really, but commitment videos. And maybe some rumor videos if something comes out, you know, like transfer portal commits, high school commits, coaching changes, the big ones. I'm not talking about no little, grad assistants. No. Like if Chip Kelly leaves, because there's a legit chance he could, I'll do a video talking about guys who we could bring in. Maybe some rumors come out, and then if we do lose Chip and we hire a new OC, I'll talk about who we bring in. Same thing goes for if Jim Knowles leaves, right? But yeah, pretty much all you're gonna see from this channel from now until really April for spring practices and stuff. Pretty much high school commits and maybe a transfer portal commit or two. I don't expect much there though. It's mainly going to be high school commits. Yeah, especially after tomorrow. We'll see if anything happens tomorrow. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to talk about. So with that being said, enjoy the off season because you know I am. Mm-hmm. Yep. And we'll see what happens after tomorrow. See if we get any booms, right? That'd be cool to get a couple commitments. That'd be awesome. I mean, we might have a couple silent commits tomorrow, but nothing probably going to come out until later. But we'll see though. Imagine one of the kids, going to the celebration, walks up on stage and commits to Ohio State in front of everybody. Oh my God. Like for instance, let me bring up the list again, all right? Let's say, for instance, they're talking on stage, and all of a sudden, one of the coaches or whatever says, Mr. Max Riley, I heard you have something to say to the people. He walks up on stage, and he's like, I'm Max Riley, I play offensive line at Avon Lake High School, and I would like to officially announce that I am committing to the Ohio State University. Oh my God, if something like that happens tomorrow, oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome, but I mean, you never know these days. But I think the thing I want to see the most, though, is Jim Knowles pulling a Wolf of Wall Street, walking on stage and says, I'm not leaving. I'm leaving. I need that. I need him to do that so bad. Oh, man, that would be great. But obviously, he ain't going to do that because he's a legit professional and he's not going to do that kind of thing. Imagine if he did, though. That'd be awesome. It would be all over on Twitter within minutes. Oh, my God. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. And again, hope you guys have a great off season. And I'll see you guys maybe for the next high school commit video, whenever that'll be. Could be tomorrow, could be next week, next month. Who knows? Could be 2 months, 3 months. Who knows? But yeah, with that being said, let's go Bucks. OH, I'm Crazy Dog coming at you on the Bucking Crazy YouTube channel. Yeah, OH, I'm out. Bye-bye.